Hey guys, we are looking at graphing inequalities. So we need to know our symbols. I'm going to review the symbols with you. We need to know when is it an open circle, a closed circle, what does that even mean, and which direction of the number line do we shade in. The first problem says x is greater than 2. That's the greater than symbol. When the symbol is basically opened up towards the variable, and when the variable is first, we always want the variable to be first, that is the greater than symbol. So that's saying x is greater than 2. Now, if I was to ask you to shade on the number line right now, all the values where x is greater than 2. Is -4 greater than 2? No. -3? No. None of these negative numbers are greater than 2. 0 is not greater than 2. 1 is also not greater than 2. Is 2 greater than 2? No, they're equal. But everything to the right of 2 is greater than 2. 3 is greater than 2. 4 is. 5 is. And actually, every single number, as I'm pointing to the number line, every single number that's exactly after 2 is greater than 2. But 2 is not greater than 2. But the 2 is where the solutions start, right? It's everything after that amount. So what we do on a number line to show that 2 is not part of the solution, but it's where all the values start, is we do an open circle. So what I'm going to do at 2 is I'm going to make a nice open circle. That says that 2 is not part of the solution, but it's where the solutions start. Everything to the right of 2 are all the values that are greater than 2. That's what x is greater than 2 looks like. It's an open circle at 2 and everything shaded to the right. Okay, because everything in the shaded part of this line is part of the solution. The open circle, though, is not part of the solution. Same thing for x is less than -3. So when the arrow part of the symbol, when the variable is first, the arrow part of the symbol is pointing to the x, it starts first, that's less than. So where are all the values that are always less? Well, on a number line, all the values to the right are always greater. All the values to the left would always be less. So a less than symbol also is an open circle at -3. And where are the numbers less than -3? Is -4 less than -3? Or are all these numbers to the right less than? Less than is always to the left when the variable is first. All of my expressions are going to have the variable be, the inequalities rather, are going to have the variable being first. That's a really important note to make. Now, the next two symbols look slightly different because they have the bar underneath the inequality symbol, and that indicates the addition of is equal to. So this is not greater than, it's now greater than or equal to. Okay, so that's saying I need all the values of x that are greater than -1 or are also equal to -1. So that means at -1, I don't make an open circle. In this case, I actually make a closed circle. And that's because -1 is part of the solution. Is -1 greater than -1? No. But is -1 equal to -1? Yes. Where do numbers always get greater on a number line? They always get greater to the right. All of these numbers here are definitely greater than -1. The next one, x is less than or equal to 4. So I need to go to 4, and I'm going to also do a closed circle at 4. Because 4 is not less than 4, but is 4 equal to 4? Yes, and this is the symbol of less than or equal to. So 4 is part of the solution, and where do numbers get less? They always get less to the left. And so this would be the graph of that inequality. Next to x is less than 0. So at 0, is 0 less than 0? No, it's not part of the solution, but it's where the solutions start. And so I would do an open circle at 0. And where do values get less than 0? They get less than 0 to the left. And again, I can say that values get less than to the left always when your variable is first, then you can make that statement. If the variable is not first in your inequality, you're going to need to rewrite the expression, the inequality, to make sure the variable is first. Next one, x is greater than or equal to. So at 0, is 0 greater than 0? No. But is 0 equal to 0? Yes. So where 0 is at equal to, I can put a closed circle. Where do all the values get greater than 0? All the values greater than 0 are to the right. Last one, x is greater than -2. So is -2 greater than -2? No. So I put an open circle because that's where they start. Where all the values that are greater than -2, they're all to the right of -2. All of these numbers here that I'm coloring over are definitely greater than -2. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.